Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with the next installment in How to Build a Record Library, circa 1951 or thereabouts. Was it 1951? I don't even remember. It was a while ago. Courtesy of Howard Taubman, senior critic for the New York Times back in the day. Music editor of the New York Times. That was his title. And now, having covered most of the major classical works in various forms, we are up to operettas and musical comedy. And this list, in my humble opinion, is the best list in the book. It's a tremendously complete and wonderful list which makes no distinction between European operetta, light comedy, American musical theater. It's all glommed together, as well it should be, because these are masterpieces of enjoyable, theatrical, fabulous, just great light music. So, what do we have for operettas and musical comedy? It begins with Irving Berlin, Call Me Madam, Holiday Inn, and This Is the Army. Remember that one? This is the Army. Da, da, da. Oh, yeah. Bernstein, wow, On the Town and Wonderful Town. West Side Story did not yet exist. Let's not forget, that was still in the future. Candide, the ones that we listen to now, all they knew were On the Town and Wonderful Town. Wonderful Town, by the way, is an excellent, excellent musical as well, that people tend not to know very well, and they should. Then Frimmel. Remember Frimmel? He did light music. Frimmel. Rosemarie. It was on Columbia. And he was still alive in 1951. He was born in 1879. Wow. And then we've got Gershwin, Girl Crazy, and Of Thee I Sing. Wonderful musicals, both. Then Gilbert and Sullivan. Yay! See, you just mix it all up. It's all equally fun. They're all plays with dialogue and musical numbers interpolated, and all that matters is the quality of the songs. And these are some of the greatest songs ever written. Anyway, for Gilbert and Sullivan, we have the Gondoliers, Iolanthe, the Mikado, Patience, HMS Pinafore, which they just call Pinafore. They only have one letter. Gondoliers, there's no the or anything else. Yeoman of the Guard, not the Yeoman of the Guard. And that's Gilbert and Sullivan. Then Victor Herbert, Naughty Marietta, Jerome Kern, Showboat, which of course is a masterpiece. Lane, Finian's Rainbow. Ah, Finian's Rainbow. When the idle poor become the idle rich, you'll never know just who is who or who is which, right? Remember that? Yeah. And then we've got Lehar, Gypsy Love, Zigeuner Lieben, or whatever it's called, right? Zigeuner Lieb something. And The Merry Widow, Die Lustige Witwe. Fabulous. And Frank Lesser, Guys and Dolls, Lerner and Lowe, in this case just Lowe, Brigadoon, Messager, Monsieur Beaucaire, on Vox, abridged. We don't even play Messager anymore, which is terrible. He was a very, very, very fine composer. Offenbach, La Belle Hélène, Orpheus in the Underworld, and La Vie Parisienne. So those are lovely. And Pepusch, The Beggar's Opera, the original one. Of course, now we get it in Benjamin Britten's arrangement or Kurt Weill's, even more cool arrangement. The Threepenny Opera, but we have The Beggar's Opera by Pepusch, Cole Porter, Anything Goes, and Kiss Me Kate. Two amazing musicals, both of which, one of which, Anything Goes, I actually was in high school. We did Anything Goes. Richard Rogers, Carousel, Oklahoma, Pal Joey, South Pacific, Sigmund Romberg, The Student Prince, Strauss, The Chocolate Soldier. Look at that one. He was born in 1870. I forget which Strauss that is, but it's a Strauss. One of you guys will tell me which Strauss it was. Johann Strauss, Fledermaus, Gypsy Baron, One Night in Venice, A Night in Venice, Eine Nacht in Venedig, right? That's what it was called. And Kurt Weill, Die Drei Groschen Oper. I mean, in 1951, that is one heck of a list. Kurt Weill had only been dead a year, by the way, when this came out. So, because he lived from 1900 to 1950. That is one terrific list of theater music. Wonderful, theatrical, full of amazing songs, Just terrific stuff. So, yes, I think Howard Taubman was really onto something when he put that list together. It was most of it, actually, because the musical theater stuff was contemporary music. Nobody gives contemporary music any credit for being contemporary when it's popular or possibly popular. But it was contemporary music. These were wonderful, wonderful operettas and musicals. And as somebody who spent life in a prep school where we did a different musical or two every year, I mean, this was our meat and potato stuff. We did one Gilbert and Sullivan and one American Music Theater piece every single year. I did that for 6 years. And it was just marvelous, absolutely marvelous. These are immortal classics and as important as anything anybody else ever wrote. So thank you, Howard Taubman. What a tremendous list. Keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me. Take care.